Okay. Hi, everybody from GVA. It is so good to be in front of you again. I miss you guys so much. I really mean that I miss each and every one of you. And I cannot wait until we're back together again. But for now, this is how it is. So, just a little bit about what I've been doing over this past couple of weeks, which is not much. But I have been taking my dog Chester for lots and lots of walks. I've seen parts of my neighborhood that I've never seen before. So it's been really interesting and really great. And when I am walking, I like to do a mindful listening or a mindful looking walk. So how that looks for me is when I'm out walking, I'll choose one thing to listen to, like maybe the bird sounds, or it might be the wind sounds. And if it's the wind, I'll listen to how the wind sounds in the different trees with the different kinds of leaves. Or I'll count how many different bird sounds that I can hear. Or I might try mindful looking at things, like I might look for all the different shapes of leaves that I can find. Or I might just look at the clouds and describe to myself the different shapes of the clouds. So I'm just telling you about mindful walking, mindful listening, mindful looking, because those are things that I find really great for coping strategies, really good to calm down, and really good to just feel centered and grounded. So it's not a requirement that you take a mindful walk, but I think it would be great if you got out there, got some sunshine, got some fresh air, and took a mindful walk. And I know some of my kindies and first graders will be interested to see Diamond here. As you can see, Diamond is right here. He is swimming around and he's very happy. And I'm glad that we can at least have Diamond with us in our distance classroom. And for the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders who are taking the social emotional learning elective class, you can see that these videos have come through on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the bell for notifications. And we'll just be keeping it simple this week, doing one video for all the grades. But starting next week, our learning will be a little bit more individualized and will be separated by grade level. And so I want to let you know a little bit about my YouTube channel. As everybody knows, I am very passionate about mindfulness and our breathing exercises that we do. And I'm not going to make any of this a requirement, but when you get on my YouTube channel, you're going to find that there is lots of supportive stuff about stress and coping mechanisms, ways you can calm down, and lots of content for you. And I'll be adding more content as the weeks go on. So that's one place you can find a lot of my content. And I also want to let you know that the curriculum company, Empowering Education, has been doing videos, but they've been putting them on Facebook. So I know not everybody has access to Facebook, but if you do have access to Facebook, you can find my Facebook page, which is Renee Kleck Mindfulness Teacher. And I'll be posting all of the Empowering Education videos on my page. But if you don't want to wait for that, just go ahead and go to the Empowering Education page on Facebook. They've got some jumpy and munchy stories for my younger kiddos, and for older grades, they have every day a mindful minute where they're practicing a different mindful breath. So make sure you do try, if you can access Facebook, to get in on that stuff too. Okay, so Katara has joined us for our mindful sitting exercise. Now, I know some of you have had a chance to practice leading a mindfulness session. So, if you want, when I'm describing how to get into mindful body, you can turn the volume off and you can either teach your pet how to do a mindful sit, or maybe a stuffed animal, or maybe somebody in your family. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Just go ahead and leave the volume on, and I'll be talking us through it. Because the first thing we need to do is get our bodies into the sitting position. That's going to help us do our breathing exercises. So to sit, you have a few options. Number one is to sit in a chair with your legs straight, your feet flat on the ground, and you can put your hands on your knees. If you have a nice big comfy chair like I do, go ahead and sit crisscross applesauce in it. Or you can sit on the floor on a cushion, sit crisscross applesauce. There's a reason we sit crisscross. It is because it sends a signal to your brain that you're not going to be getting up at any time. Same with your feet flat on the floor. Your body then understands that it's going to be sitting for a little while. Okay, so this is the part where if you've been practicing leading a mindfulness session, you might want to turn the sound down right after I ring the chime. All right, so get yourself sitting crisscross applesauce. You can put your hands on your knees or in your lap. Your back should be nice and straight. And now you can close your eyes if you'd like. If you don't want to close your eyes, you can simply look down at the ground. And we're just going to start by taking a few deep breaths. We're going to inhale for shorter than our exhale. So breathe in, and then when you breathe out, make it longer. So everybody with me? One more. Let your shoulders drop now. And one more, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, let your body just settle into stillness. And we're going to use one of our tools from our toolkit today, our 5-finger breathing. Now, I like to do this with my hand facing this way, so your palm is facing your face. And we'll just start at the thumb, and we'll breathe into the top of the finger and out to the bottom of the finger. Again, we're going to be doing those exhales, the breathing out slowly. And our last breath is going to be super slow. So we're going to start here with our thumb, and we'll breathe into the top of our thumb and slowly out down to the valley. Into the top, and then out slowly. In and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In, and one long exhale. And that is just our basic 5-finger breathing. You can do it anytime, anywhere. It's super helpful to do when you don't want anybody to notice you taking deep breaths, because you can just keep your hand in your lap and trace and breathe in and out as you trace your 5 fingers. All right. The next thing that we are going to do is take about 1 minute in total silence and stillness, just paying attention to our breathing and nothing else. And remember, if you get distracted, which you will, because we all do, and it's totally okay, just come back to focusing on your breathing. Okay, so we are going to take about 1 minute, starting now. if your attention starts to move off to other things, just bring it back to the rising and the falling of your chest. See if you can pay attention to your next 3 breaths. And when you hear the chime ring 3 times, you'll know we're done with our session. Okay, so that finishes our mindfulness session for today. Feel free to replay this video and do mindfulness every day with me. That would be awesome. It's not a requirement. I can't wait until we are back together again in the school, in the classroom. But for now, this is how it is, and we'll just make the best of it. And I can't wait to see you guys. If you need to get a hold of me, you can just email me at rkleck@gvaschools.org. And I would love to hear from some of you, hear what you've been up to. But meanwhile, I will see you back here next week for a different breathing session and some additional videos. All right, you guys, take care. Love you all. Bye.